guys. Some of you wanted me to make a tutorial on how I equip this mini OTA like full active. So I'm going to show you the route that I usually take to avoid from either entrance. But right now I'm going to focus on the drop-down sewer entrance to OZ, because on that drop-down you actually can't go back into sewers, and it's like permanently cannot return back into sewers after you drop down from the slope. So right now, one thing that I do recommend before you do anything is your flashlight needs to be off, because during the night, or even during day, they can actually see your flashlight going up into the like up a really far distance. So right now we just want to check if there are any OTA out here. Third person, drop down, make a run for it, then turn right immediately here. Get this up here, turn right, up here. Get this container right here. Here. And that's been booted. Now what you want to do is when I come here, and there's going to be a container here. Okay, come here, and you always want to keep your eye out towards where, you know, OTA could spot you. Make sure you're hugging the wall. Like, you see this wall here that I'm hugging right now? Make sure you hug it at all times, because it prevents OTA from directly seeing you from, like, you know, out in the open. And okay. Out, you know, in the I don't know what to call them, but trenches? I'm not too sure. Okay, now you want to come here to quadrant 4, and quadrant 4 is basically the safest quadrant. It's the least checked. It's overall it's the safest quadrant. You want to start walking here. Make sure you have your eyes out for any OTA. Just make sure that you're sprinting backwards and you're out just looking for all OTA. Just that's your main objective, avoiding OTA. So go here. Make sure when you're looting to loot everything and then drop whatever you don't need, so it respawns the containers for other rebels. Also, if you're doing it solo, like when it's an empty server, and you decide to come back to loot containers, yeah, they're not going to respawn. They're going to be the same trash you left them with, so be sure to do that. Let's do that container over there. To be really lucky with the metal plates, if I'm being honest, but usually it's like a minimum of 10 metal plates using this route, and it's the safest route from my experience. You could try to adapt it, I guess, but this is definitely the safest route that I have discovered, because you're like constantly in cover, you're like taking like very careful precautions. It's like, I consider it extreme in my eyes, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, here, make sure that you're going to be covered by the trees all the time. The container here. Now, what I usually like to do is I don't like to go out into the open road just yet. I like to come here from the back. Get the container that's the barrel over there. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, vanilla really has my muscle memory. Okay, and that's an APC. In that case, you basically just need to come here. Walk towards this back of this. Make sure that it will not be seeing you. Stay in cover. From here. I'm gonna drop down here. And you want to... You could try waiting out the APC. Like, you could see over there from the road, over there. You could try wait out the APC, or you could risk it towards the tunnel, the tube, but I don't know. This requires a lot of patience, by the way. I could try risking it, maybe. Make sure that you are gonna stay covered for as long as possible to prevent the APC or any OTA from finding you. Get under the bridge as fast as possible. Okay. Now that, you know, I saw the APC there, it's very possible that they're probably sweeping OZ1 since the APC wasn't moving and it was facing towards OZ1. So I'm gonna try and come up here. Check, possibly.
Attention protection. Status evasion in progress in this community.
Probably moving towards the first quadrant to verify, or, you know, just to really wait out their sweep. Okay, you can see there's an OTA right there. It's an APF. I highly doubt he saw me. Yep, he has. I'm not too sure if he has it holstered at the moment, but we're gonna have to wait it out a few. You need to be absolutely sure that your physics gun is not out and your flashlight is off. This is probably the most important steps of this hiding procedure. Now you want to move in a bit closer, but hide behind this. They could be grouping up right now to leave the quadrant, but I'm not sure. I'm just here to, you know, monitor the quadrant because there's a high amount of movement, but I could risk looking right now. You don't want to go up the ladder completely, you just want to slightly peek.
Unidentified person in distress.
Seems like they're gone, maybe. I really do not like taking this many risks. It's very possible that they're in the entrance, the big building, all the way to my right. So I'm just gonna check this container, peek again, making sure that I'm on the wall at all times, so they don't look out very far, and I'm at the center of this whole stand thing. Peek again, and I'm absolutely sure that they're not in this quadrant anymore, and I'm free to loot. I'm gonna sit me down here, like right next to the bin. It's very helpful to keep covered, just in case. You could try looting the entirety of OZ1 if you'd like, but I really do not feel like risking it. I have a lot on me right now, or a fuel can. You can sell this to the BNB once you find him. I'm not too sure how much it sells for since it varies from server to server, but you know. From here, up here. Come down here. And you have made your exit. Somebody else in. Can you check this? If you go for the container that's all the way over there at the end, you go all the way to the end and then you turn left and you'll find a container. But yeah, this is basically how it is. From that run and that route, it's almost 20 metal plates, so 18 metal plates plus 4, that's going to be 22 metal plates in total, 10 glue, and a fuel can by chance. So yeah, that's basically how you do it. This is an extremely safe route. Right now there are 10 OTA on, exactly the amount that I wanted to have to demonstrate that this is an extremely safe route and this can be used when there's high vol server. And yeah, if this video is informative in any way, so for watching and see you guys.